Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a somewhat sensitive subject which can affect women during perimenopause and quite often even more once they're in the post-menopause years, and that's vaginal dryness. It is one of those subjects that you probably don't want to discuss with even maybe your closest friends and certainly not your work colleagues, but nonetheless it can make your life really uncomfortable because the drop in estrogen will affect your pelvic floor area, and part of your pelvic floor area that estrogen supports is the vagina. And if the estrogen levels drop, which they do quite naturally at this time of your life, then you can end up with dryness, soreness, itching, irritation, which is not nice just on a day-to-day basis, but as you can imagine, your more intimate moments, sex can be extremely uncomfortable and even painful, and it can put you off. It's not going to be a pleasant experience, which it should be. So there are a few simple things that you can do to alleviate it, and you can buy them over the counter. Quite simple things. There are lubricants you can buy, whether in cream form or gel form. You can just go into your local supermarket if you like, instead of going to the pharmacy, and you can buy them on the shelf. If you need a little bit more advice, the pharmacist, trained, obviously not going to be shocked by anything, heard it all before and knows how to help. They quite often have a little side booth where you can go and discuss your more personal issues if you don't want to just chat about it over the counter. So you could ask for some recommendations and some help if you explain the problem. And I know that can be difficult because it is rather a personal issue. It's not like just saying, oh, since I've been in perimenopause, my tummy is not what it was, or I'm fed up with the hot flushes. It is a bit more of an intimate thing. But do trust your pharmacist for some help and advice. Obviously, if the things you can buy over the counter are not enough for you, they're not helping enough, and you're still having problems, go and see your doctor and speak to your doctor. Again, they are not going to be shocked or embarrassed by anything you say, because there are other things that they can give you a little stronger. Now, some of these do contain hormones, but they're not actually HRT. So if you don't want to go down the HRT route, but you need a little bit stronger help with this kind of thing because it's making your life a misery, speak to your doctor, see what the options are. If you've tried to self-medicate, obviously using your common sense, using the information you've been given by the pharmacist, reading what is on the packages and the labels and mulling it over. If it's not working for you, do go and speak to your doctor, because it's an important part of your life. You don't want to be sore and uncomfortable all the time, regardless of your sex life. Just general everyday soreness, scratching, itching is extremely unpleasant, and it can make you feel obviously really self-conscious and embarrassed. So those are a few things you can try. It is mainly about getting the lubrication going, which of course, if it's no longer dry, it's not going to be sore, itchy and uncomfortable. There is a few other tips as well that will help you. If you do tend to suffer with vaginal dryness and soreness and itching in the general area, then you need to follow a few tips. For example, when you're showering or bathing, don't have really hot water. Hot water is very drying. Whatever you use to wash with, whether you choose it to be some kind of bar of soap or it's a shower gel or some bathing, you need non-perfumed stuff. Fragrances added to things, they smell lovely, but they're drying and they really do spark off some irritation. So keep the water cool, use non-fragrant stuff. When you dry yourself, do not rub, because that is going to make you even more sore and start the cycle off again. You dab, and the I can explain, air dry, au natural as best you can, really does help. Keep your underwear cotton, and if you do like to wear a panty liner for everyday freshness, again non-fragranced, make sure it's a very lightweight one and that it's breathable. You need a breathable one, breathable underwear and a breathable pad. If you need a daily pad, just for making yourself feel fresher. Don't add to the problem is the thing. Okay, so there's a few things that you can try, and there is just one other thing actually before I go, is lubricants. You do have to be careful with lubricants if you're using condoms for contraception, because some lubricants will affect the condoms, they weaken them. So until you are 100% sure that you no longer need contraception, then you have to be really careful with the lubricants you use, because if the lubricant you're using degrades the condoms, you may well end up having another member of your family at a time of your life when you thought you were done with all that. So just remember, be very careful with the lubricants and the contraception. There's just a few tips for you, a few things to think about, and like I say, check with your pharmacist and even check with your doctor. If you'd like to see any more videos in this series, then click on the notification bell below. If you'd like to subscribe to this series of videos about the menopause and the tips and hints and tricks you can use to get you through it, then yeah, subscribe, and I will see you again soon.